Man, is Nick Foles like the ex-girlfriend that just keeps popping back up? Enough is enough. Let's move on already. Move on.
Well, you can't call him a franchise quarterback right now because he's too sporadic and undependable to call a franchise quarterback. But Bret Favre, I'll defer to you with this question. What do you think the reason for it is? I mean, I understand the durability questions have always been there, but the precipitous drop-off that we've witnessed over the last season and a half to 2 seasons from this guy, do you put it on him? Is it on Coach Doug Peterson? What is it? What do you think it is?
I think he's very capable. I think we all are in agreement that he has the tools. I'm gonna err on the side of lack of consistency. Who are you throwing to? More than anything, they've had to mix and mingle players in and out. Now, that being said, other quarterbacks have managed to handle that very well. So I get the other side of the argument that you got to make it work. I actually thought that they should have kept Nick Foles rather than Carson Wentz, just based off of production and where they got to. They won a Super Bowl with Foles, and that was a little bit surprising. But they're obviously banking on his upside. How many more years do you let it linger before you stick with him or you cut bait? That's a question they only can answer. But I know Doug. Of course, we were together for a long time. He's a very simple coach. He's going to put you in the best possible opportunity to succeed. He's not going to complicate things. So I know it's not Doug. So I'm going to write it off as too many injuries right now. I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt.
Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Eagles News Now. I'm professional wrestler Chris Wild, live from bar 4133. And wow, I mean, just when you thought you heard it all, Bret Favre says that the Philadelphia Eagles should have kept Nick Foles. This is stunning to me, guys. Not that I really care a lot about Bret Favre's opinion, but man, when you talk about Carson Wentz, and he's been a hot topic ever since the Dallas, actually all year, he's been a hot topic because he's had a bad year. He struggled. And as you saw, Bret Favre says that a lot of that reason is for consistency. Because Carson has guys coming in and out of the lineup. Where I don't agree with Bret Favre is that he says there are a lot of quarterbacks that are handling stuff like that really well. Name one. Please name one. If you guys have one, leave it in the comments. Also, if you guys like what you're seeing or hearing, please hit that subscribe button at the end of the video. It means a lot to the channel as we get our voices out there. But yeah, unbelievable stuff. The Nick Foles thing, Favre says that he's surprised that they chose Wentz over Foles because of production, because the Eagles won a Super Bowl with Foles. Look, I've said it before and I'll say it again. I absolutely love Nick Foles. The guy is going to be a legend in Philly for as long as Philly is a city, which will be forever, right? But enough is enough. Enough is enough. I mean, he plays for the Chicago Bears right now. And look, as much as I love Nick, he has not been, except for here, and even here, he really hasn't been a consistent quarterback. I mean, you saw him in L.A., back then it was St. Louis, the St. Louis Rams. You saw him recently in Jacksonville. Now Chicago is really having a rough go of things. I think they've lost 4 straight. Look, he's just not a consistent quarterback. If there was ever a closer in the NFL, Nick Foles is that guy. Nick Foles could be the Mariano Rivera of the NFL. And we saw that in 2017. Carson Wentz brought the team to an 11-2 record, basically sealed the NFC for them as far as the number 1 seed goes. And yeah, Nick came in and he had one of the most amazing postseasons out of any quarterback, destroying a top-rated defense in Minnesota. And, of course, slaying the dragon known as Tom Brady. But for Bret Favre, a quarterback, one of the best of all time, to say that he doesn't understand how the Eagles chose Wentz over Foles is crazy. I mean, just seeing what Wentz did, Wentz being younger, Wentz being more dynamic. I mean, look, there was no other choice. And if Foles was here and Wentz wasn't, would the Eagles' record be any better than it is now? I don't think so. Sorry to tell you. But what makes this really stunning to me is I always looked at Carson Wentz as, and before everybody starts going crazy and says, and hits the X and says, I can't believe he mentioned Favre and Wentz in the same sentence. I look at the type of player Carson Wentz is, kind of how Bret Favre was. I mean, Bret Favre was a gunslinger. This is a guy that just threw the ball up there, had some really crazy interceptions at times. We saw it here in the playoffs, that 4th and 26 game when he basically threw up a punt to Brian Dawkins in overtime. He had a lot of the same type of issues. Now, obviously, he was a little bit more accurate than Carson, but as far as the gunslinger mentality, I can definitely see that in Carson Wentz, and I'm just surprised that Bret Favre didn't bring that in. Now, I know that that was probably tough for Carson to hear because I'm pretty sure that Bret was his favorite quarterback growing up in North Dakota. But yeah, just really unbelievable stuff there, guys. With Bret Favre saying he didn't understand how the Eagles could have picked Foles over Wentz. And look, for that, like, I'm done with him. I'm done with him right now. Unreal. And of course, he also says in that same bite that the problems definitely can't be Doug Peterson because that's his boy. So look, I mean, guys, don't take much of what Bret says as far as that goes seriously, because like I said, he's not going to blame Doug. And I could sling mud at Bret Favre all day long. The way he treated Aaron Rodgers in Green Bay was irrehensible. Really, him and Craig Noll bullied the hell out of Aaron Rodgers. But I'm not going to do that, even though I already did. But that's it, guys. Pretty crazy stuff involving Carson Wentz and Bret Favre, of all people. Hopefully, I really hope that when we watch the Eagles and the Giants, Carson looks like a completely different quarterback than he's looked like all season long for the good of us Eagle fans. And I think Philadelphia deserves it at this point after the week that we had. Now, with that being said, guys, stay tuned to more updates on this channel as I'll be adding a lot of fun videos in the coming days. Thanks for watching. Stay safe, stay healthy. Go Birds. F Bret Favre, and I'll see you later.
E-A-G-L-E-S Eagles! E-A-G-L-E-S Eagles! I need Eagle Nation to stand